What's up, guys, and welcome back to SCUM. Now, as you can see, we are not in the snow anymore. I decided to come down here to the hospital. This is where I've been wanting to go for a little while, so that we could get our hands on some cookbooks and whatnot. Because I want to do a lot more cooking in this series. And yeah, it was a bit of a drive to get it from up here to over here, but that's okay. On the way back, maybe we can hit some other interesting POIs. You know, we got a little town there. We got the airfield for sure. Uh, excuse me. I would like to check out this little town north of the airfield. One of you said that you like to build your base in that town, and then it actually has a lot of decent resources and stuff. So we're going to check that out on the way, and maybe take a look at the lake house over here back on the way back home. But anyway, right now we are at the hospital, and I have not been here since well before 1.0. In fact, I've only been here once or twice, actually exploring the place. Um, I think, I think the very first video that I did on SCUM, we ended up here at the hospital. You know what? I just want to push this forward for right now. But I found a rager here, I believe in my very first episode ever of SCUM. Anywho, these buildings down here, for those of you that haven't really been to the hospital much, there's not really much in these buildings, or there wasn't before, anyway. Might get lucky. Okay, there's better stuff in here than there used to be, apparently. I don't remember finding pistols in here before. In fact, I don't remember there being much in these buildings at all. But perhaps I'm wrong. But anywho, we're going to check it anyway. But the main thing we're looking for is cookbooks. Now, obviously, we're not going to turn down medical supplies either. Sure, box of bolts, why not? Colba. Okay. Hey, there we go. Thick nylon line. That's what I like to use for fishing. More bolts. I don't know that we need to keep grabbing bolts and nails and stuff. We have several already now. Ooh, there's a bicycle. Wonderful. We don't need that, though. I think we're good on bobby pins for now. We've got a lot of bobby pins back at home. We've got quite a few here in the bike, so I think we're good on bobby pins for the time being. Now, these buildings here are what you're going to find a lot of. Actually, you know what? Let's go katana. I need to do more melee when we're in close quarters. Glue. You know what? Sure. We don't have much of that. Yeah, I guess we'll take the padlock. But here we go. Here's the kind of stuff we're looking for. These bookcases. Hey, there we go. Pasta cookbook. Ooh, brass knuckles. I haven't found those to be very useful. Let me know in the comments if you guys have had better luck with those. But I tried them before, and they didn't really do a heck of a lot. Free lockpick. Now, what I wish you could do, and this is not just for the brass knuckles, but I wish that you could, like, dual wield things. You know, so have a pair of brass knuckles on each hand. You know, that would make them a little bit more useful. but also things with, like, pistols. Now, I don't necessarily want to dual wield pistols, but what I would like to be able to do is maybe have a pistol in one hand and maybe a melee weapon in the other hand. You know, or be able to carry things. Yeah, I guess. Like a backpack, you know, like drop your backpack, you take this into your hands. See, it only takes one hand. I wish you could hold it in your offhand and then still use your sidearm or a melee weapon or something with your strong hand. You know, that's what I would like to see. Also, I apologize if I sound sniffly or nasally or anything like that. I'm still not doing real well at the moment, but I've got a whole lot of just like chest and sinus congestion. So I do apologize if I'm clearing my throat a lot or if I just sound kind of off. I don't know how many those stack into. Okay, we're probably good on diaries now. Hey, there we go. Now, the reality is, you can usually find all the cookbooks down here. I just said we were good on diaries. Why did you pick up another diary? Soup? So, there's not even necessarily a need for us to go up to the main hospital. Other than, I kind of want to. Okay, there, we got 100 pages for the diaries now, so, and that's just on us. We have some others already as well. Okay, and that's 5. What does it take to craft just a lock? Because I don't care about the enforced locks. Oh, iron lock we could already do. Oh, well, heck, it only takes 3. Okay, well, perfect. I guess we could do 2 of those, technically. I don't want to bother using up the toolkit right now, though. No, don't need to do anything with that. Okay. Beautiful. The only reason at all that I'm looking at the locks is, like I mentioned last time, um, I don't know. Ooh, lockpick. I don't know if the NPCs can mess with your vehicle. They could at one point. I don't know if they still can or not. But on the off chance that they can, I'm going to start putting locks on stuff. But anywho, kind of surprised we haven't seen any puppets yet. Also, let me know what you guys think of this idea. I am debating about increasing my character's metabolism considerably. Just to make it to where we have to eat more often. Because one thing that I dislike with SCUM, and I mean this goes for pretty much any survival game, I guess, but drink. I think we already have drinks. Whatever. Is that you can find food pretty much all over. You don't really need to do the farming or the hunting or the fishing. It's just kind of extra stuff that you can do if you want to. The problem is, if I'm not having to do it, then I'm not going to be particularly likely to do it. You know, like, why would I bother going fishing or hunting or planting a garden when I can just raid the gardens and find food at convenience stores and stuff like that? You know, I guess what I'm saying is it kind of takes away from the survival aspect of the game. Oh, yes, stew cookbook. drinks, we already got that one. Casserole, yes, please. But so, if we up the metabolism, then that means that we would have to be more, I guess, conscientious about food, or we would have to eat more, so it would encourage me to hunt and fish and farm and that kind of thing. Barbecue, yeah, ooh, barbecue sounds good. More barbecue. More barbecue. Let's see, how many do we have now? We got barbecue, drinks, casserole, stew, pizza, soup. So we got 6. No, we have 7. We have 7. I think that's all there is. 7 cookbooks. I think. I could be wrong. Stew, drinks, barbecue, casserole, soup, pizza, pasta. Because I think the barbecue one is the one you need for most meat stuffs. Stews, obviously, do stews with vegetables and all of that. Let's see, actually, cooking. Hey, okay, yeah, see, there we go. Now we have a lot more stuff here. Ooh, penne pasta. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh, lasagna. Sorry, I'm getting hungry now. Poultry cat. Just call it chicken pot pie. That's pretty much what it is. But yeah, and we got barbecue stuff, burgers. Oh, ooh, grilled sausage. Mmm. Okay, well, I think we might have everything for the cookbooks then. Which would be lovely if we do. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm a thinking that we do. Even if we don't, that's a lot of recipes for me to try out. But, along the lines of the, really, there's no puppets still? Along the lines of the metabolism thing and hunting and cooking and stuff like that more. I had a thought and it's gone now. Damn, that, Oh, um, like right now I have several, like wolves worth of meat just sitting back at base that needs to be cooked. We're based on a lake, and we're looking at moving to another location where we can probably have a lake or a river or something like that. So I really want to get more into the cooking and whatnot, but have it actually be practical rather than just, oh, it's something to do. You know, I don't think I'm going to bother with the loose stuff now. We've got several boxes back at base. That wire's in decent condition, though. Really surprised there's no puppets. Hopefully there will be up higher. Now, the reality is at this point, I don't know that I need to bother with... let's see. No, that's all of that. Let's see, we can put most of this stuff in here for now. I know I had these organized before, but I'll do that later. But yeah, I want the cooking to actually be something worth doing as opposed to, oh, why don't we do it because we're bored and we don't have anything else to do? You know, where did the needle go? Oh, it just went up there with the other needle. Okay, fine. That's fair. Doodly doo. Ah, poop. Not quite enough room. Drat. Fair enough. Let's see. I was supposed to be putting weapons in this one, but that's okay. That's the one that we just did. Genius. Give me that screwdriver back. And then put the cookbook over there. Beautiful. There we go. Perfect. And then scrap. Perfect. Okay. Are you toolboxes? No. Means your toolboxes. Yes. Perfect. Okay. Onward. Now, I don't know how many more of the just kind of external buildings we're going to check because they're pretty much all like that one there. It's literally just a whole bunch of those. So, I'm thinking, yeah, like those down there, they're pretty much all just more buildings like this, if memory serves. I could be mistaken. But the point is, there's not a whole lot of need for going down to those. So let's go up to the main actual hospital. Because it's kind of cool. It's a nice creepy location. Turn, you son of a... Now. God, I wish we could zoom in on this. Okay, so I think that road swings all the way around to the back, and I think there's a parking lot or something there. But let's go into the front here. Or, I think this is the front. Maybe... Also, I really wish that the turret on this would stop just automatically rotating, because it always points towards me, and it makes me a little uncomfortable. That the turret seems like it just wants to target me specifically. You know, there's still no puppets? Huh. That's surprising. Well, it is what it is, I guess. Hoping for yellow screwdrivers. But yeah, that building there is going to be pretty much the same as the ones that we checked down there. I think. Oh, wait a minute. No, this one's actually medical. Alright, you know what? We'll poke our head in here, I suppose. Maybe. Oh, I can't even get in that. I mean, I can, but we'll have to go the scenic route. Now, I'm curious as to what these x-rays are supposed to be. I mean, are these x-rays of puppets? Are they just random x-rays that are here just for kind of, you know, ambiance? Is there actually some significance to these? I'm very curious. That's not the button I wanted to... Well, maybe it is. Hey, there we go. Sure. Potassium iodide pills. Vitamin... How we doing on vitamins? We're doing okay at the moment, but let's go ahead and just do that so that we stay okay. This tastes funny. Yeah, I know, it's just a bunch of vitamin pills. Sure, we'll take all of that. I can always use more medical stuff. You guys know how prone I am to getting the snot beat out of me. Oh, I thought that was something lootable, but no, it are not. Anything worth checking in here? Just no, this is just bathrooms. Okay, that's what I thought. I doubt there's really anything more worth checking upstairs, but you know, we will. It's just another. Yeah, this is. There's a Santa hat. Man, I'm really surprised that there's no puppets. Is there anything up here? Ooh, big jar of vitamin pills. Yes, please. We will take that. School backpack. No. Don't need or want that. Pizza, we already have. Now, I don't know, are any of the cookbooks quest items by any chance? Stew. Ooh, hot diggity dang. Lockpicks, we will take. Yeah, I can't. I mean, do that, I guess. Oh, rice cookbook. We hadn't found that one yet. Okay. Maybe there are more cookbooks to find. Stew. Or maybe it was just the rice one left. Ooh. Yeah, that's good enough. We have multiple air pumps. I don't need those now. And excuse me. I'll be honest. I'm not a huge fan of the inflatable dinghy. I like it from the standpoint of it's inflatable and deflatable, so you can move it, you know, to a different location if you want to. What I'm not crazy about is the fact that it has no storage and you can't add storage to it. So it's like it's great and all, but it's just for transportation. It's not anything that you can actually haul anything with. Did I need to go the other way? Did I need to go up the one road thing? Whoop, never mind. I found. Hey, there's a puppet finally. Kashmaka. There's another puppet. Oh, oh. We're getting into several puppets now. No, that's not a loot puppet. If it was, he would have started running from me. I want to get up there. I don't really care about this stuff down here. So let's just slap this guy. That's something else I wish they would add to Scum, is like some kind of stealth attack that you can do from the back that would, you know, be an insta-kill. You know, you take your knife and, you know, stab him in the back of the head or whatever. But see, the only way that I know of to fix this is to do that. But then it'll just turn on its own anyway. So, I don't know. It kind of is what it is, I guess. Anywho, let's deal with this dude. Just because he's here and we're here. And we might as well. Now, I do also wish that, like, when you search these, you could get better stuff. Like, his backpack should still be okay. But see, you don't get anything. You get some really just junk condition stuff and an eyeball. Like, what happened to his backpack and all his clothing and whatnot? You know, what about any of the stuff that might be in that backpack? Oh, are we not even at the main... Damn it. How do we get up to the main one? That's where I want to go. There's stairs over here. This thing can't climb stairs. This thing can't climb a pavement hill, but screw it. Let's find out. Get up the stairs. There we go. Hiya. Beautiful. Oh, crap. Hi there. Now, can we get up those stairs? We were able to get a run at these. I don't know if we'll be able to get up those. So, let's go up here and clear this area first. If it needs to be cleared. Maybe it doesn't. It kind of does. Maybe. There you are. Come here. Now, I think ultimately, we probably should have just taken that road around, because I think that one probably just goes to a parking lot. That would have been easier. But, you know, that's okay. We'll deal with it. Like I said, we're going to clear this area a bit just so we have a path to get through with the bike. Got two of you there. There we go. Just come at me one at a time. You know, I like the katana. I'm debating about trying to switch to like the Tang Dao sword. I'd still really like to see a proper machete come to the game. Now, which side is the front? It may be that we were kind of at the front. I don't know. Now, I mean, see, you got a courtyard and whatnot here. I think what happens a lot of times... Yeah, I'll usually, like, come in here, kind of work our way around, and then come back out. Okay. Like I said, it's a very interesting building. The last time I was here, it rained. Just, like, hard, heavy rain the whole time. It was actually really nice. I liked it. It gave this place a really creepy vibe. And I loved it. Well, I can see Winder right there. So let's go ahead and get the bike up yonder. Actually, does this go around anywhere? Put that away so you can actually run a little bit faster. Does this just swing around? Kinda, sorta, maybe. Come on, I'm trying to save my bullets for in case you guys decide to come at me in numbers. Whatever. I can handle two at a time. I don't know why I'm clearing all of these out right now. Yeah, this does not go where I was hoping it went to. Yeah, I was hoping that this went to a parking lot that was up there. But clearly it does not. Oh, I hear several. Okay. Anyway, let's see if we can get this bike up the staircase over there. Because up yonder ways on top of the hill, that's where we're actually trying to get to. We've spent half an hour just kind of messing around doing nothing. Not doing nothing. We got the cookbooks that I wanted, so really we've accomplished the goal that I set out to do in coming here. Come on. Hey, get up, get up, get up, get up, up, up. Oh, you bat bastard. Come on, get up the hill. Yeah, there we go. Hey, and now we're doing a wheelie. Perfect. Okay. Realistically, that was probably a waste of time, but that's okay. Anywho. Let's see what we can find here, huh? I don't really know what I'm hoping for or anything like that. Honestly, I'm just kind of wanting to explore. You know? The hospital's kind of a cool place, and I love just places like this, you know, especially now that they've kind of reworked the map so everything looks more abandoned. You know, these are the kind of places that we really like to try to find. Ooh, painkiller, more painkillers, yes please. When we do, you know, investigations for stuff over like on my wife's channel. You know, we love old abandoned places like this. Lots of meds in here. Excellent. Ooh, tons and tons of antibiotics. Fantastic. Nice little courtyard out there. Yeah, this place was really, really creepy and really cool in the rain. Okay, so there's a way out. I mean, painkillers sell really well. I don't remember how well antibiotics sell, but I would imagine they would sell well. If memory serves, activated charcoal, vitamins, and potassium iodide don't really sell worth a darn. That said, vitamins are probably not a bad thing for me to have on hand, just for personal usage. I mean, we'll keep taking stuff for now, I guess. I have never once needed the activated charcoal. That said, if we're going to be doing more cooking and stuff like that, it might not be a bad idea. Just because I think what is my cooking skill at anyway? This one. Yeah. Yeah, I have no cooking skill right now. So, there's a very good possibility that I might give myself food poisoning. But also the thing with vitamins, keeping up on those helps keep your character from getting sick or helps you get over illness faster. Let's see, we come in from this way, right? Yeah, because there's that door. Okay. Okay, and then we already hit this room. Okie dokie, then. Well. Can I climb over this stuff? Yes, I can. Excellent. Stuff and things. Ooh, pressure dressing. Yes, please. Surgery, diagnostics, we can't get to right now, at least from here. Pharmacy, laboratory. Lecture hall, that would be where we'd go for more books. There is a library here, too, actually. I think the library may be more what I'm thinking of, but anywho. We need medicinal medicines. Ooh, there we go. I really much prefer finding the jars rather than the blister packs, but, take what you can get, right? Ooh, hemostatic dressing, yeah. Now, I don't know either if the meds are any kind of quest items. Library. Library's that way. Okay, well then I don't think we can get to it from there unless we go outside. That's okay. Sounds like there's a friendo out there. Maybe he's trying to tell us, hey, it's this way to the library. Lecture hall, great hall, wards. Well, we might as well just kind of check everything while we're here. Is he glitched somewhere? I think he might be glitched somewhere. That's great. Gotta love when that happens. Aha! What did it... Okay, so this is the lecture hall. Yes. Okay, this is the lecture hall. And as you can see, there's more books here. So I was correct about the books being here. Cake. Oh, we don't have that one either. I just found cake. Whoop. Don't care. Casserole we already got. And I don't care at all about searching the puppets here. Also, one of you was asking in the last video about whether or not you can turn the puppets off and just have this be a survival game. And the answer is yes. I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Let me deal with this fella. Okay. So, if you want to do that, you come in here on single player, especially, or if you have a private server that you are, that you have admin privileges on. Anyway, you come in here to server settings, world, NPCs, and then it's these settings right here. So the max allowed characters is just the maximum number of every living thing, or dead thing. I guess we want to include the puppets as dead things. But so this includes all of these. So animals, puppets, and armed NPCs, and all players. So if you don't want any puppets, but you still want a lot of animals, you can come in and set the animals to, the maximum that you can do for max allowed characters is 1,024. And so you could set the puppets to 0, you could set the NPCs to 0, and then set the animals to like 1,024 if you just want there to be a ton of animals potentially. And so you can kind of customize the world the way that you want it. You could also just remove the puppets and leave the NPCs and the animals to make it just feel like kind of a end of the world, societal collapse type of thing, but without zombies. And you've got a whole lot of settings in here. You've got, you can change the puppet's health and their damage and all of that kind of stuff. Their running speed. I have them slowed down slightly. And to some degree, that was me hoping that the loot puppets would not be able to run away quite as quickly because my character is quite slow right now. But anyway, there's a whole slew of settings in here that you can fiddle with. So you can really customize the game the way you want it to be, which is one of the things I really love about SCUM. Pasta. We already have pasta. And we got that. Okay, I think now we might have all of the cookbooks. Maybe. Probably not. I don't know. We'll keep searching for stuff if we do find um more bookshelves and such, but I'm not going to specifically search them out because at this point we have plenty. There's not even much to search in here. There's some vitamin pills, I guess. Now, I'm curious too. Do the... I hear somebody. Do the disposable masks help at all? Aren't we on the second floor? How are you up there? Do they help at all with your character not getting sick? I mean, I would assume that, like, if you're around other characters that are sick, then maybe wearing the disposable mask would help a little bit. How are you here? But, like, just in single player, I don't know that it does. I always liked this room here when you find it from this end. That just looks like something out of a horror movie. Which, that's... I would like SCUM to feel a little bit more like a survival horror game, as opposed to feeling more like a... Hi. Looter-shooter game. Why do we have a riot puppet in here? Is your friend laying on the floor there? Is he dead too, or... I don't know, but we got somebody coming down the hall. Come on, Betty. Oh. Oh. You went up too far, buddy. I'm over here. Over here. You're looking at me. There you go. Two steps for slaying alive. Interesting. That's the button I wanted. Whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. Are you gonna get up? Yep, that's what I thought. See, there's a third floor, and then I think there's an attic that I'd like to check out. There's... I don't use the isopropyl alcohol much. You know, we typically find enough bandages and whatnot that I don't really ever need to make them. Oh, that's going to be a pain in the butt. It just bugs me when space is not used efficiently like that. You know? Anywho. Let's see, this is where we already came from. Yeah. Okay. Then we came through that way, so we came from this direction. I think, too, this could make, if you're into PvP, I think this could make for an interesting PvP map. Just from the standpoint of there's a lot of rooms, there's a lot of levels. It would be a whole lot of CQB, but it could be interesting for something like that. Again, if you're into PvP stuff. Vitamins. Realistically, I'm probably wasting my time picking up stuff like the activated charcoal, but... Okay, and our backpack is full. Great. Potassium iodide, sure, why not? Okay, now we got more stairs to go up. But realistically, I need to go dump stuff at the backpack. Or at the backpack. Yeah, I need to dump stuff at the backpack. I need to dump the backpack at the backpack, guys. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. See, I'm trying to figure out where we are in relation to where the bike is. So I think we had the bike on the south end of the hospital. I can't go down here. That's unfortunate. Oh, hey, there's more library here. Guess I don't really care. At this point, we have plenty of cookbooks. Right now, I just kind of want to get back to the bike and get... Hey, here we go. Get stuff dumped so that we can... I hear something. Wait a minute, that's... I think, where did we come in? We came in right here. Yes. Okay, hiya. And now we can just dump this entire backpack in here. And grab a new one. Sure, that one works. Perfect. We'll keep those on us for now, I suppose. Okay. Now we can move the bike further forward, because now we can just go in the front. It'll be a little bit easier, I guess. Oh, I hope this doesn't attract a bunch of attention and get us killed. It probably will. That's okay. It'll make things exciting, right? You guys like excitement. I'm just trying to get to the front of the building. That's all. Good, more stairs. Going down the stairs is easier than going up the stairs. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Hi, buddy. Oh, I hear multiple buddies. Come on. You saw me. There. Oh, crap. You both saw me at the same time. There we go. Okay, good. Now, I think that building is basically like the ones that we had down low. I think most of the buildings out here kind of are, if memory serves. I could be wrong. But yeah, main entrance. Here we go. Now, infirmary reception. This is not the entrance that we were at before. This is a completely different area. And I don't really need to check this one, but I'm going to just as we kind of go through, just because. More meds and such that we realistically don't need, but, you know. Again, stuff like painkillers sell pretty darn well at the traders. And vitamins can keep us from getting sick. Antibiotics can help clear up infections when we get them. Let's see, B4. You do have B4 and you don't... No, the vitamins don't have B4. Well, that's just silly. Do they have D? Yeah, they got a little bit of D and a little bit of K. The D and B4 are the two that you lose the most of, it seems. Oh, we also need sodium. Okay. Well, that's all well and good. Actually, have we found any salt yet? I'm not sure, but we need salt. So, is there a cafeteria here by any chance? I don't see one. No, not seeing anything for cafeteria. That's unfortunate. Oh, these stairs make my knees hurt. You coming all the way around, buddy? Where are you? Aha! Plastic skizzers, exactly what we need. So nothing at all that way. Okay, beautiful. That kind of goes around the outside of the courtyard. Painkillers, yes please. No, not rest. I want to search the thing back there. Thank you. More painkillers. Beautiful. I'm going to see what the painkillers sell for because I don't need a lot of them. Although the reality is, in this kind of scenario, yeah, you probably would need a lot of painkillers, actually. You're running around, fighting, getting shot, getting slapped around by puppets, all of that fun stuff. You know, so you probably would actually want, want some painkillers, wouldn't you? Let's see. I don't know if there's any real reason to go this way. Shoot, Crocs, no. Like I said, the attic, if memory serves... Oh, hi. If memory serves, the attic may have some interesting loot. I know I've found guns up there before. Okay, let's check these bookshelves just to see if there's anything else that we might have missed. If we don't find anything on these bookshelves, then I'm going to just say we're good on books. Okay, we're good on books. Anywho, let's see if we can find... Oh, we're back in the lecture hall. See if we can find a way into the attic. Because I know there is a way to get up there. Aha! Right there. Fantastic. Let's go check that out. Yeah, the attic is just kind of an old storage space, basically. You know, oh man, I should have come here at night and just roamed around here with a flashlight. That's what we should have done. Huh, I don't remember all of this stuff being up here before. Sure, we'll take some thread, why not? Always take thread. Yeah. Should have come up here at night. At night during a thunderstorm. Let me know if you guys would like to do that at some point. Just, it wouldn't really be for any practical purpose. It would just be because it's creepy. Let's see, I think those sew well. Well, not in that condition, it won't. Yeah, this is a lot different than what I remember. Ooh, hey, see, there we go. Bullets. The rope I don't really need, but, you know, we'll take it, I suppose. Oh, a guitar. How much room does the guitar take up, actually? We could fit it in there. I don't know that there's really any point in doing anything with it. I'm not even sure how you play it. Like, actually play it. Because this, well, you know what? Yeah, but see, you have to actually know the chords and whatnot, and I sure don't. I don't remember what the controls are. Because you... controls... Let's see. Music... No. That's not quite... That's like for the radio, I think. Here, instruments. So here, see, you have to actually know how to play things. And what the... Why? What is this kind of control scheme here? I don't know. I have no idea how to play guitar. And I don't know what any of these chords mean or anything like that. So we're probably just going to leave the guitar. It would be kind of interesting, I suppose, if at some point we did actually learn how to play it. But for right now, there's just not really much point. Really? Is this all that there is to the... No, okay, I was going to say there used to be more. Yeah, but it's really crappy condition. I really don't want to use that. The 22s are not particularly good anyway, so it's like they're already not very potent ammunition, and then you're going to use the worst quality. Yeah, this has changed a lot since I was up here last. This was just kind of it was more open, I guess. That one might sell. Maybe. Not in very good shape, but... Maybe. Right now, I like my slouch hat. Bony slippers. Emergency bandage. I won't ever pick up the radios. What in the world? I don't remember that before. We will check that out. Just give me a second. But yeah, I won't pick up the radios just because with SCUM, the music is supposed to be copyright free, but that doesn't necessarily mean that YouTube will honor that. Because we've had YouTube put copyright strikes on rain videos where it was rain that we recorded on our porch. And YouTube said that, oh, that sounds like copyrighted music. Like, what the hell? It's literally rain on our porch. And YouTube said, oh, copyright. So I'm always leery about any kind of music in games. Because I have gotten copyright strikes for stuff like that before. Even when you turn on, like, streamer mode. Yay! To where it shouldn't. It should automatically mute anything that's copyrighted. And it doesn't. So I'd really just rather not deal with that. And yeah, you can turn the radios to where it's just like static noise, but the static is so much louder than the music. And I don't know why. Now, I do not remember this at all. This little spiral staircase, I have no recollection of this. Huh. Those of you that know the game better than I do, has this always been here? Because I sure don't remember it if it has. I don't want to drag that thread quality down, though. We'll take the slugs, though. But yeah, I don't remember this, but maybe it has been here. Huh. Interesting. Anywho, let's check out the rest of this attic, and then I think we're going to get the heck out of here, because there's not really much more here, I don't think. But again, this is very different than what I remember. What I remember is it was rooms like this, but it didn't have all of this stuff in it. It was just kind of sectioned off rooms that had, some crates and stuff like that, maybe. How much of this did I check already? Okay, not much. But yeah, this is very different than what I remember. Although, again, it's been a very long time since I've been here, so perhaps it's been like this for quite some time, and I just was not aware of it. I know you're just sleeping there on the floor. Could you get up, please? Thank you. But yeah, it used to just be, crates, uncovered crates and stuff like that scattered around. It was much more open from what I recall. Yeah, that's a crappy lighter. We don't need that. We've got plenty of lighters already. I hear somebody shuffling around. Oh, those are searchable. Ooh. Yay, hot diggity. Okay, it's looking like exit is over here. Fantastic. Hey, there's some better thread. Hey, there's some other thread. There we go. Perfect. Sweatpants don't care. Didn't say exit was this way. Yeah, okay. Aha. Oh, another guitar. Well, This was very different than what I remember, but that's okay. Nah. Alrighty, well, I think that may be about it. Well, hot diggity dang, look at that right there. Now, what I remember, and maybe there's another attic, but I don't remember there being stairs coming up to it. I remember it being um, a ladder that you had to climb. Now, maybe. Well, no. I don't know. I was going to say, maybe I'm thinking of the asylum. I don't know. Anywho, I think that's probably all that there is to explore here. I mean, there's going to be some more miscellaneous kind of um, just rooms and stuff that have the same kind of stuff that we've been finding. But yeah, because we've been through down there, we haven't really been across up here. But again, there's really not much more here, I don't think. Okay. Yeah, that goes back out to the courtyard area. So, I think we're done here. Where's the door to get out? It should be to the north. We came, didn't we come through here before? Hmm. Okay, yeah, I think we're headed for the front now. Wait, this is the, is this the back? Where the heck are we? Oh, crap. Why did you throw your sword? That's not what I wanted you to do at all, but that's okay, I guess. Whoop, hang about. There's stuff and things. I want those stuffs and things. Thank you very much. Sure, why not? Okay. Well, as soon as I can find my way out of here. Did I? No, I haven't searched any of them. You know what? We're good. We don't need. I'm going south. This is not the direction I want to go, I don't think. Let's just jump out the window here. It'll be fine. Or we can just miss the window entirely like a doofus. Yeah, see, there's the bike right there. Okay, so we were going to have to go all the way around. Okay. Fair enough. Anywho. Just one or there are two of you? There's two of yous. Well, that works, I guess. I was trying to get them both with one headshot, but whatever. It worked out. Anywho, that is going to do it for this episode. There are other buildings and whatnot to check, but we've already been going for over an hour. So, let me know if you guys want to see the rest of this complex. Like I said, there's not really a lot more to it, I don't think, unless they've added more. But otherwise, I think it's more just kind of generic medical buildings. Nothing super special. Like, I don't remember there being, a security building where there's lockers and stuff that we might be able to find weapons and things like that. But if I am wrong, let me know and we can go check it out some more. Um, but beyond that, I guess I don't really have anything else to say. Unless, again, if you guys would like, to come back here, at night and explore around, the old abandoned hospital with flashlights, just as a kind of creepy thing to do, we could certainly do that. Again, it wouldn't really serve much of a practical purpose, but it could be kind of fun. It'd be a different type of video. Um, but anywho, let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. And with that said, I guess I'll go ahead and plug the links in the description. We have St. Jude Children's Hospital and Wounded Warrior Project, both linked in the description. So if you'd like to support either of those charities, please go check out those links. Then we have my Discord server, as well as the Discord server for the Wolfpack multiplayer SCUM server. That is the multiplayer server that I do all of my live streams on. It is a PvE server. We have player-to-player damage turned off, and player locks cannot be picked. So you don't have to worry about getting shot or robbed or anything like that by anybody. Uh, it's just got a bunch of pretty chill people on it, so it's a nice kind of relaxed server. It's got pretty similar settings to what I have on my single player here. So we have, boosted puppet numbers, animal numbers, NPC numbers, um, but no mechs, no dropships. So it's a nice, just kind of chill server. Um, if you're new to Scum or you're just looking for a multiplayer server where you don't have to deal with toxic people, it's a pretty good server for that. We got a lot of people that like to help new folks, and there's several squads that you can join up with if you'd like to join up with a squad, or you can do your thing solo. But anyway, if it sounds like something you'd like to try, go check out that Discord link. Make sure you read the server rules page, and then get in touch with myself, Necros, or Cornbread. We are the admins for the server, and we can get you set up with the password. And then we have my wife's YouTube channel, where she does a variety of videos, including ambient rain videos, comedy videos, paranormal videos, where she posts informational content on various haunted locations, such as a hospital like this, and as well as some evidence that we have captured on some of our investigations, because we are amateur paranormal investigators. And then we do family live streams over there where we play games like Phasmophobia. So if any of that content sounds interesting to you, go check out her channel. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.